of course, right? I think the reaction though gave me a lot of hope in society because we've all sort of gotten into this, everybody has something wrong with them
Mhm.
and of course, there's a lot of
Mhm.
people that need help and have real things wrong with them. But it was so refreshing to see everyone call bullshit on all of this and really say, how dare you when there are actual people real kids, real adults that are really impacted by this. And you are 61, almost 61 years old, and
Mhm.
you are making a fucking mockery of something that's very serious for a lot of families. So I loved it.
Mhm.
I thought everybody really came out of the woodwork and had the same Gretchen, Kelly Dodd. I mean, now I guess I've heard mixed things, but Kelly Dodd basically said by doing this, she'll save her job because Bravo can't fire her. But I don't think that's true.
Kelly needs to, first of all, stop, put down the liquor at least until 11 a.m. and just focus. Look, do I think it's all of the above? Yes. I think it is. I mean, what? You don't have emotions, and that is why for 2 decades, a decade and a half, you've treated Gretchen and Kelly and Vicky and Shannon, threw a drink in Gina Keogh's face, kick Slade to the curb, this and that. Every cast member treated Megan King horribly, Peggy Sulahian, Peggy Tanos. We've all been behind the velvet rope, every single one of them. This is why you're a horrible at that scurries and waddles, because you are Tamara Sue Waddle. Let's not forget. I get it. I don't buy it for 1 minute. I agree with everything everybody has said. I don't buy it. I don't have any sympathy. And I do think it makes a mockery of people that really have autism and things. I agree with you. I do not regret, for everyone keeping track, I do not regret for 1 fucking second anything I said about Shannon Bedore during my rant last Friday. It's the same thing. I absolutely think there are true people with mental health problems. There are true people with autism, and there's true diagnoses. And everyone else, like you say, Sarah, that has a problem, or now I have this, let's give it a name. My child can't go to school today because they're sad. You finished last place, so you deserve a medal. Shut the fuck up, get a big slap across the face, get outside, put on your fucking winter coat, and get your fucking ass into the goddamn school. Okay? So, no, I don't feel sympathy for Shannon. Her feelings and her chemicals are off, so she doesn't want to go earn 250K. Poor thing, your boyfriend left you. Get over it. Look at this as the best day of your life. There are wonderful men out there. So, same thing. Same thing. Everyone's got a diagnosis now. Everyone's got this and that. And oh, please. Here I go. Don't even get me started on the drug companies and this. Oh, psychiatrist. The psychiatrist told her that. Yeah. Half of you in therapy, get the fuck out of therapy. Say goodbye, save your money, and get out. You're wasting your fucking money. Choose happiness. I stand by that. And yes, the people with real autism and real diagnoses and real mental health issues, yes, by all means, I will listen to you and have a heart for you all day, but not this other shit. So I think it's bullshit.
Reach. I couldn't agree with you more. The best therapist I ever had said, like
Get
the
the
first
fuck
couple
out.
of she basically said, no,
Mhm.
you're going to I'm going to see you for a certain period of time and then you are going to move on. Like it was the
Mhm.
best. She was the best. And she also said to me the first session, she's like, if we're not a fit, I will help you find like she was so great. She just was like had boundaries and she's like, if we're not a good fit, I will find you someone else. But she said the same thing. She's like, you should not be in therapy forever. I haven't done my job. I
I
need to
went
help
to
you
therapy for like a
through this.
minute back in the
Yeah.
no, it was like more than a minute. And every time I'd be like, I'm gonna die alone. And it's like, it's cool. Like I love my life. And the therapist would be like, well, you're smiling and you do seem happy. So why are you bringing this up? I'd be like, you are right. Thank you. I don't need to bring this up. Let's bring up another topic. Every topic, he's like, what, but you're okay with this. Like there's no internal you seem fine. So eventually I was like, you know how like the last like 3 months you've been telling me everything I bring up, why are we talking about it? Because like it's not causing any conflict and I'm thrilled and I'm living the life I want and there's no deep-seated issues because we dealt with all that. And you know, you told me like, why am I here? Well, I'm gonna leave now. Now, granted, when I said that, he said, oh, what, why? Like, I don't think that I wasn't saying that. Oh, we have a lot to discuss. No, we don't. Fuck off. Go on.
There you go. I mean, no,
Sorry.
I'm with you. Some people, yeah, people use therapy like they can't make a decision without their therapist. That's not a healthy, no. So with this whole, okay, so I want to get back to what's your prediction? Like we do love to make some predictions here. Obviously, the reunion already taped. So Andy's not going to be asking Tamra about this except for an upcoming appearance if she's doing one on Watch What Happens Live. You know, she and Teddy make a boatload of money from their podcast, so
Mm-hmm.
that's going to keep on keeping on.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? What do you think was the? Do you think this was like she just like blurted this out and started crying? Do you think this was strategic and she doesn't care about the backlash? What are your takes on that?
I mean, look, can you fire someone for being autistic? No, you cannot. That is covered by the Federal, Disabilities Act. Can you fire someone who is autistic for not performing their job? Yes. So settle down, Kelly. Settle down. Go get your law degree, girl. Um, I think it's less about that than, yeah, I mean, this is a storyline. I don't think Tamra had a problem with coming back. I think she was coming back anyway.
Yeah,
Is
that's
this,
why I'm confused.
but is this to get empathy? Is this like, whoops, I'm sorry I was so mean to Shannon. I can't help it.
Now,
And by the
yeah,
way, let's just play this out. If you go to a therapist, because she also said, oh, I filmed that right afterwards. If you go to a therapist who's like, Sarah, now we only have 10 more minutes. We're about to end because we all know the therapists they don't go over. Oh, they care about
never
you.
do. They
They
never do.
care so much about you guys who are in therapy out there. But God forbid we go over a minute.
It's about boundaries. It's about boundaries.
Boundaries, boundaries. Well, imagine if someone said, Sarah, I'm sorry we have to end this session in 10 minutes, but you are on the spectrum and I'll see you next week. At least I don't think you just go to the live podcast here here we are at Behind the Velvet Rope. So I say, Sarah, I just got a diagnosis that I'm on the spectrum. But anyway, you gotta give Teodora melon ball. You gotta laugh at Teodora because she's just like, oh,
Theodoro.
she doesn't even know what to fucking say to the rat. She's like, oh, Tam. I mean, she's literally sitting there like, what? Like, what do you? I think even Teodoro couldn't pretend and go along with it. She's like, what?
No, Teodoro, I thought
She
acted
um,
great.
she
Teodoro was
acted great, but
wow.
acting is the key word
This is,
there.
you're just because what did Teodoro say to her? You're just you can't hide your feelings or some
Yeah.
I don't know some stupid thing. Uh,
I mean, I'm sorry. I
But,
mean,
but okay, do you think it's gotten into the rat's head? Do you think that the rat is sort of questioning, like, could I not, maybe I won't be back? So, like, the autism diagnosis gives me storyline for next season. And then I did see an item, maybe it was Shannon or the rat that tweeted, wait until you see where Tamra and Shannon's relationship is at after the reunion, essentially teasing that